Yes, you have returned. That means that you're super excited what you have been learning already and you are ready to really get started. So I'm glad you're here and let's do it. Okay, so here we go. We now know that we can attach a high vibe to any low vibe situation. The brain can do that. We know that we learned to attach low vibe emotions to low vibe situations, things that are unknown, things that are unwanted. That's what we learned. But now with neuroplasticity, we are learning that we actually have more power than we realize. So this is the habit that we have. We know the right or the correct thing to believe or say, but it's hard for us to live it. So when someone else is going through a crisis or situation, we say all the right, perfect things. But when we ourselves are going through the situation, all of a sudden those right and perfect things, they don't seem to help to prevent that same emotional distress that your friend was having. Why is that? We're going to dig into that right now. So what's going on? Well, as you've learned, we have mental thought programs up here. They've been there all of our lives since third trimester they started. Up to 7, our brain was just absorbing these programs. Now, some of them were helpful. Some of them were unhelpful. And now we're learning that we can enhance those unhelpful ones. And so we've got these different programs. They're all running. Maybe we have a strong faith in God, and we say He can take care of everything. He can prevent anything. He can help us get through anything. But when a situation comes on, why is the brain not saying those same messages? It's now saying, I'm scared. Now I'm saying, what am I going to do? How am I going to get through this? Oh, this is just a natural response for me to freak out. And it's okay. Why does the message change from He handles all things, He has all things, He's going to navigate through anything? Why is it all of a sudden we're scared? We don't know if we're going to get that job. Why is it that now we're scared? We have to talk in front of people. Well, now we're scared. Why is it all of a sudden that we have to approach someone that we don't know and it makes us nervous? Where's all that coming from? Programs. So what happens is when those programs came up, no one helped us to address them so that they no longer were an issue. Matter of fact, those were probably programs the people we were raised with were running. So we think that they are natural, normal programs of how humans act. But we don't realize then, but we realize now, that those are learned programs. And so because our loved ones were not educated to know this information, just as I wasn't educated and you were educated, it was left out of our basic education. Basic education. This is why we have all of this chaos going on with our emotions, and we're thinking they're big and scary instead of very manageable and helpful. Okay? So we have all these programs running that do not sync up. There's one program that says everything will be taken care of, and another program says, what are we going to do? This is really scary. I'm going to be thrown out of my house. I'm not going to provide for my family. And then we have the program, well, it's natural to worry like that. So that tells the brain it's natural, and so it keeps producing it. There's never been a message inside that said, wait a second, let's do something different, until you've learned about neuroplasticity. And that's why I share what I know with everyone that I can, because it will level up how you navigate life. You'll go from a hand map, not knowing what to do, which way is good, spending a lot of time, to a GPS. Your brain will be like a GPS, going exactly in the direction that you want it to go. It might leap over something, go under something, go around something, blow it out of the water. Okay, so this is how we elevate our mind. We start addressing and working with it. Because those programs in there are what telling you you can't. That you're nervous. You're nervous to get up to speak to someone you don't know. You're nervous to get up to speak in front of others. You're nervous for change. Fearing. You're fearing what tomorrow's going to bring. Something's going on in your outside environment and it's taking it personal and saying, how's it going to affect my finances? How am I going to live? What can I afford? Your brain's doing a lot of, I can't afford, I can't have. It's doing a lot of fear. Oh, did you see the prices on the gas went up? Did you see how much the eggs were? All of that encourages the brain to not see the bigger picture, to not sustain the bigger picture, to not navigate through what is going on. All of those messages tells the brain to stop. Do you see how when I stop, you're like, what's going on? What are we going to do? That's what the brain does. It stops and it starts playing the program of fear, doubt, self-worth. All of those are coming in. Now remember, the majority of our programs, third trimester to 7. Then after that, the brain is then switched into another mode where it can start discerning for itself. So it starts taking in things, maybe accepting some not, and some accepting yes, but it's taking in still. And if you're not accepting one program, there's someone there to make sure you do. It might be an unhelpful one, but you take it on anyway because that's what the environment does around you. That's the what you see on the TV. And we start using those emotional vibes to connect the most in life. We're looking for connection. We're looking for love. And emotional distress reactions, the brain figures out, is the easiest way to get it. It thinks. But there is an easier way to have love and to connect. There's an easier way. And that is by attaching higher vibes to lower vibe things. It brings it up. Brings it up. You're in a good place, a lower thing happens, situation. You go there and sprinkle all your little higher vibes on it, and it raises up. Right now, most of us, we've got a lower vibe, and we take our little, go on down, we get out of our high vibe, and we come out and hang out down here. And we don't even know how to get out of here. So I tell people, you want to use this tool to at least know how to get out of a situation that you've gotten into. If you don't want to, or emotion, if you don't want to, if you feel uncomfortable, like this is not right to do that, well, at least use the tool to get out of an emotion when it run its course and you're ready for it to not be there anymore. Or you can use it to eliminate emotional distress so that you can navigate without it smoothly. Either way is okay. Either know how to get out of it or know how not to use them. It's up to you. Whatever works best for you, whichever is most comfortable with your mind. But you should know how to allow your brain to get to the point where it can navigate through anything, it can sustain the big picture, and it can figure out how to make good out of anything so that you can continue to take care of the things you need to, whether it's family, maybe it's spiritual responsibilities, reaching goals that you want to. We have a lot of goals we may want to, but we may have a lot of excuses why it cannot happen. And those excuses are real to the brain. But if you want the brain not to feel them as real, but as the fact that the one who made it says he can empower you, give you the strength to do anything,